Hello, my name is Hcajina. I am a senior athletic training student at Hcajina, and today we will be performing the VOMS testing for concussion. Okay, with this test we want to record headache, dizziness, nausea, and fogginess on a 0 to 10 scale prior to beginning screening. And then we're going to record these same symptoms post-testing as indicated with each individual test. Okay, so let's start with smooth pursuits. This tests the ability to follow a slowly moving target. So I will have him follow a target in the horizontal and vertical direction, like so. So horizontal and then the vertical direction. And so you complete those 2 repetitions up and down, and then 2 repetitions in the horizontal direction, like so. Those were just 1 repetition. The next test is saccades. This tests the ability of the eyes to move quickly between the targets. Okay, so with this, he's just going to move his eyes back and forth between 2 targets. So I'll have him hold the popsicle sticks and then move his eyes between those 2 targets as fast as he can. He does this for 10 repetitions, back and forth from the starting position, whichever side he chooses to start from. And he will repeat this in the vertical direction, like so. He'll repeat this for 10 repetitions as well, and he'll move his eyes as fast as he can, back and forth from a starting position. And that's good. Oop. Okay, following this, he will move on to the convergence test. So this tests the ability to view a near target without double vision. So he's going to put this marked stick at the tip of his nose while he slides this one towards the tip of his nose. And I'll demonstrate that right now. So essentially, he's going to slide the other one. And he stopped. So if he were to stop within this marked zone, then that is a red flag, and a failed test. And if he fails that 2 times within this 5 centimeter zone, that is a possible red flag. So on to vestibulo-ocular reflex test. First, we'll start with the horizontal VOR test. And these tests assess the ability to stabilize vision as the head moves. So he's going to hold a popsicle stick in front of him and move side to side while keeping his eyes on the target. And 1 repetition is completed back and forth from the starting position. So he's going to repeat this for 10 repetitions. But for the sake of this video, we will not do 10 repetitions. So, just keeping his eyes on the target. And then stop. And then, obviously, we would repeat this in the vertical direction for the vertical VOR test for 10 repetitions. And this is what that looks like. Move his head back and forth while keeping his eyes on the target. And it is marked. Okay. Alright. It's important to note with these 2 tests, there is a certain beat that is to be maintained, and that is 180 beats per minute, and you would put a metronome with these 2 tests that will help them maintain that rhythm. Okay, the last test is the visual motion sensitivity test. So this tests the visual motion sensitivity and the ability to inhibit vestibular-induced eye movements using vision. So with this test, I'm gonna hand him the popsicle stick. He's going to hold out in front of him. He's going to assume a standing position. And he's going to move his trunk and his head while keeping his eyes on the target. And I will demonstrate that for him so he can repeat that. So, like this. Each returning to midline. That's considered 1 repetition. And he will perform that 5 times. that was 2 repetitions there. And that was the last test for VOMS. It's important to know with any of these, you want to record headache, dizziness, nausea, and fogginess after each individual test, as mentioned before. That is my VOMS test.